Welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley.
I'm Sam Harder.
And I'm Carter Glasscock.
And today we are so pleased to be joined by, and people say this all the goddamn time, but in this case it is literally true, a gentleman and a scholar.
Ben Sawyer.
Welcome back to
That's
the show,
right.
Dr. Ben. Hello.
We know a scholar.
Yeah, nana nana boo boo. We know a scholar. Oh,
Great
man.
to be here. Thank you for the kindness.
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
man.
Anytime. You know, I was patrolling, as I often do, the deepest, darkest corners of Facebook groups, which is where all the fun is.
Can I say too? I'm getting back into Facebook. Like
it's so good.
I like
groups, man.
Well, with the threads and everything else and Instagram, I'm like finding my. It was around when TikTok came out. You either embrace TikTok,
yeah,
or you like tried to, and then you lurked, and then you realize you don't have it in you to like just like do the videos.
Yep.
So I just started regressing into Instagram.
Yeah.
And then like you're like, what's going on Facebook? Like I haven't seen what's going on Facebook in a hot minute. And it's just people dying and being like having like 18 paragraph admissions of like, I know that I've fucked up. I'm aware that I've fucked up. And I read them, and I don't like them, but I read them.
I gotta say, I'm not gonna.
You don't like them physically or mentally?
Oh, I love them physically, but I mean, it's like I don't show my, I don't tag myself as having read it or liking it.
Yeah, it's still lurking. I mean, it does serve that same function that web groups did back in the 2000s.
But
just like this is where the dark,
I
crazy
think it's the
shit
show.
goes to live.
It's the reading the YouTube comments and that fascination with like watching someone like have a mental breakdown, apparently to nobody, but posting it on a social platform.
Yeah,
is very interesting.
Boy, I love it. I'm
It's
addicted.
I love it too, man.
It's like an obituary section with a prologue.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
but it does have a utility.
Yeah.
Like if you need to know when someone's birthday is,
Yeah.
there's like a whole section.
Or
for
if
that
they've
shit.
gone crazy.
Or if they died. You can check it out right
Those
there.
are the three things.
And I only need to remember when my dad's birthday is once per year. So.
Dude, I hate to admit that I am right there with you, buddy. And I have to write it down in my notes section.
I know. July 26th, it's coming up. Remind me, guys.
Oh, we will.
July 26. Okay.
Happy
Okay.
birthday, Sam's dad.
Happy birthday, Sam's dad.
Yeah, let's not dox him.
Well, speaking of doxing, I'm not going to call anybody out by name, but since the whole Twitter meltdown has progressed to the level it's at now, I have recently been friend requested by I think 2 people now that like very publicly left Facebook about 10 years ago. So it's funny. You're like, oh, you're coming back now because the other one is on fire.
It is funny, like how short our attention span is. It's like the two-party system makes perfect sense when you see that like people are so mad at Elon Musk. They're like, let's go get on this other thing that's owned by the guy we all hated about 19 to 24 months ago.
Right.
I forgot how bad Zuckerberg is and how he basically created QAnon with the algorithms.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But dude, can I just say this? This is my idea about it. Is that people keep on talking about social media as like they're like it's like the town square, like that metaphor they're always making.
Mm-hmm.
It's the biggest hunk of bullshit because these social media sites they were never the town square. They were always shopping malls.
Yeah.
I completely.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're privately owned. They were never yours. They just cultivated the idea that you had control over the space.
Yeah.
But they were always someone else's. All Elon Musk is a bad mall manager.
It really,
I agree. I think he's a bad salesman. It's like in terms of like Elon Musk is his thing is that he thinks he's got billionaire brain and he thinks he's relatable still, which is really upsetting.
That's the worst part.
He's like living in his birthday. But like fucking like Mark Zuckerberg is like so like fucking reptile brain. Like I have to get as much users as possible. Like he doesn't even like try to hide the fact that all he is concerned with is people engaging with his with Facebook.
Well, I heard somebody bring up the very crucial point that no one has ever liked Mark Zuckerberg.
No,
right, which is kind of played to his advantage because he doesn't seem as desperate.
About
They
it.
made a movie about what a dick he
What
was.
a
and we
shitty
all
guy
watched
he
it and we're
is.
like, yeah, Facebook's amazing.
And
Yeah, well, we all watched it. We were like, that's one of the best movies of the decade because,
And
he's fascinating.
I think-
Elon Musk is trying to be fascinating.
Right.
That's the difference.
So he's in they made a whole movie, like they unleashed, the talents of David Fincher on how much this guy sucks, right?
yeah. I mean, he's a complete shithead for sure.
One of my favorite directors spent a year plus of his life making a movie about how that dude sucks. Meanwhile, that movie comes out in, I think, 2008 or 9. Mm-hmm. Fucking Elon Musk is in Iron Man 2. like he had a certain amount of like, oh, this guy's the new Tony Stark going in. So he Zuckerberg is that's why he's fearless and a dictator with his stuff, whereas Elon wants to be cool again, and he's trying to get back that 2008 fucking flair.
Well, there's the thing with money and fame, and people with money will try to use their money to be famous. And Elon Musk is a horribly pathetic example of that.
Yeah, he's a Nepo baby. He's Willow Smith fucking air guitaring fucking Cherub Rock
like
with Smashing
Donald
Pumpkins.
Trump did the same thing.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
just
It's
a
like-
rich guy who wanted to force himself into public because they feed his ego.
In Charlotte, North Carolina, there was this cool place like called Noda, where it was like an old post office. And there's like a punk
Is that
club there.
North Davidson?
Yes, it is.
Shout out to
Davidson.
the Evening Muse. Did a fun show there in 2019.
Dude, yeah, Evening Muse is a great spot, but like that place was so legitimately cool because it was just like an abandoned place that was rebuilt. And in Charlotte, it's like it's America gone bare because the only thing there are banks.
I was about to say.
Sure.
They just showed up and they were like, "We want to have what's cool, buy it." And they bulldozed the Fat City place that had made it the entire town, and they put up condos there and had the gall to call them the Fat City condos.
Yeah.
Oh, like, it's still Fat City. That's where we live now. We own it. And
Yeah. There was some place that opened up in Austin. I saw on Twitter that they had just had, it was like a beer garden, and it was all of the refurbished neon signs of businesses that aren't there anymore.
Yeah.
And somebody brought up the point, they're like, this is a gentrifier coming in and killing all of the wildlife and putting their heads on the wall.
I was gonna say their heads on stakes in front of the fucking.
That was Jay Whitecott.
Oh, it was Jay Whitecott. Dude, shout out.
to him.
Fucking hilarious, dude. His special is amazing. It's on YouTube. Watch it.
Oh, yeah, his latest one.
Yeah,
But
fucking-
there's a twist in there that you will not see
No.
coming.
No,
That
you will not.
is- Yeah.
I gotta check this out. Okay.
You do.
Okay.
I'm not-
You do. I watched it because I'm friends with Jay. I'm like, yeah, I'll support the whatever thing. And I watched it. I was like, whoa, that was actually good.
Yeah.
That was
I
actually
don't
good.
have to bullshit him when I say I watched it and it was good.
Yeah, no, it's
Check that shit
incredible.
out.
But anyway, all that is to say, over on the What's Happening in Auburn and Opelika Facebook group.
Right, yeah, here we
a-
go.
that's what it's called.
yeah. It's so there's two actually. There's What's Happening in Auburn and Opelika, and that one is pretty heavily moderated. Weirdly, they let me put up my comedy flyers, but not a link to the tickets to get the comedy show tickets. Anyway, it's stupid. But there is also a What's Really Happening in Auburn, Alabama, and that is the reaction to the harsh moderation on the other ones. It's like, you wouldn't let me do hate speech. I'm opening this one now. But I came across a little post that I wanted to share with you guys. And, you know, everybody needs money, the almighty dollar. So tell me if you think this might be something you'd be
Some
interested
people
in.
do.
I mean, yeah, not me, bitch.
Not me, dude.
I'm sitting
live off the
high and
land.
pretty.
Dude, I just removed the fucking bottom of my car. I Flintstone around, dude.
No more gas.
Fucking gas. And my calves are fucking stacked.
Fuck you, Tesla. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Tesla.
Yeah. So this is Debbie M. This is a long ask, so hold tight. Looking,
This is Facebook, after all.
looking for 2 to 4 strong, able-bodied guys to hire for 2 to 3 days to move.
Guys?
To move.
Easy
This might be us. To move and clear out 2 storage sheds. I have
money.
It sounds so easy.
I have to sort through my garage sale stash, my keep/move to my home stash,
So
and
you're a hoarder.
The word. These are the words stash. Just tell something here.
and that's not the only stash, and a continue to store stash, eventually consolidating all to one shed. So she's gonna, while you're helping her move, she also has to relitigate whatever crazy shit she's got in these 2 storage sheds.
Also, so you have to step into her mental illness and
Yes.
be like,
Yeah.
you don't need this,
Oh,
this,
yeah.
and this, and her be like, no, yes, I do.
She's going to ask you for suggestions and then refuse to accept them.
Yeah, you're right, exactly. So it's going to be a totally not frustrating week.
I'm in the Auburn Opelika area. I have hand trucks, pads, and renting the moving truck. Will require some travel to unload at my home and your own travel to the sheds. Look,
The sheds.
meet me at the sheds. You know what I mean.
Here's a hand-drawn map.
We've all seen them.
It's scary because it's not storage unit. It definitely is in
Storage
like
Sheds. Yeah.
They're freestanding. It's definitely
It's
freestanding.
behind a dilapidated house.
Shit, we're talking spider webs, bees, rats. Like we're talking wildlife.
Wasps' nests.
Wasps' nests.
And also, you got to go to her house and the storage shed. So these are not sheds behind the house. These are in a second
God.
location.
These are what I would describe as being on land.
Yeah.
right. Not lots, land.
So, yeah, we'll require your own travel to the sheds. Looking to do job over Thursday through Saturday, end of July, 1st of August. I will pay $5 per person per hour.
Oh, goody.
Oh, good. Early 90s minimum wage money.
I was going to say, that is what, 60% less than current minimum wage?
And also, I'll pay it, $5 per person per hour for up to 3 days. But
Wow, we stand to make $15 each. That's not bad. Well, per hour.
per hour, yeah. So
Whoops.
$36 probably in all likelihood, maybe. So
Think what you can get with that.
Well, also,
Well,
keep in mind, everything she's going to throw away, she's going to offer if you want to take. Like, you want the shit-stained old diaper? I kept it. It reminds me of my granddaughter.
do you want my mummified cat?
Yeah.
What we do is we all go. We're doing this, by the way.
Okay.
We're all going to go do this. Take our $36,
Yeah.
and split an appetizer at Fogo de Chao.
Oh no, that's actually that's part of it. Lest you think that she's just given $5.
Okay.
She says up to 3 days, along with all the water and Gatorade
What?
and lunch / snacks for everyone.
Ooh, we could go drink this bitch dry.
give me all the fruit punch Gatorade now.
$5 an hour.
What I
taking
don't
it back
understand
to
here,
Gatorade.
and what makes me think she's a hoarder, is obviously she could throw in a kicker that probably more than doubles the value of our compensation, which is for every hour you work, you get to pick one thing
Yeah.
from my get rid of pile to
Right?
take home with you.
Yeah.
I was wondering, how much of that stuff is she just going to like put on us anyway?
Oh yeah.
We are doing this.
Yeah.
Some button fly jean shorts.
You look so cute in those.
A stove that burned down during the first Bush administration. Wow.
A hard drive from HP in 1987.
No, you can't have that. I need to clear that. There's sensitive information.
Yeah.
There's sensitive information on that half chewed up Garfield chew toy.
That hard drive has my instructions to be an astronaut.
Those floppy disks for Quicken 98 need to be taken to my home immediately.
That bobblehead talks to me at night and tells me what to do tomorrow.
That Pee Wee Herman bobblehead.
So here's where it takes the turn. I am not interested in slackers because I'll be working as hard as anyone.
I'm going to be working hard
Yeah.
mentally.
Yeah. When she says I'll be working as hard as anybody, she means sitting in a chair and ordering people around. So, I mean, she will be sweating, certainly.
From life.
Yeah, well, and it's fucking July in Alabama. That's the other thing. It's like if you try to pull this shit in December, maybe there is
No.
some world.
No.
Maybe there is some worlds where, some idiot would take this. But
She will be sweating from yawning.
yeah, absolutely. She says it's great, quick. It doesn't sound. It's 3 days. I love that. Great, quick, hard work over just a few days. It's just honest work. Great.
Hard to come by these days.
I know. Yeah. She says.
Without having to sell your soul to the devil internet.
I think what's impressive here is like these comments are coming from 4 stand-up comics who have driven an hour before to do 20 minutes and gotten paid $12.
Yeah.
And we're like not worth it for this gig.
Yeah.
We were talking about doing improv, which you have to pay to do. Stand up, you have
Yeah.
to pay to do. You always have to pay some sort of money to get to the show.
Yeah. Oh, I'm paying, if anything, in trying to be funny on a stage for 13 years, I've regressed into paying more money to do it.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's some good, honest work.
Yeah. I'm easily indoctrinated into cults as I'm learning.
She says this is a great project for church groups, service projects for school, kids needing summer job / funds. Any takers?
Children. It's a great job for children during the Depression.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Kids, help me sort through this garbage.
Your
A
fingers
lot
fit
of it's
in
rusty.
gun barrels.
Yeah.
Upset because you've been fired thanks to the Fair Labor and Standards Act of 1938? Well, here's a job that pays slightly less than your mining job.
dude, I love that she's. First of all, I think she would have had way more success if she had just been like, "I need volunteers." then it wouldn't have turned into what it turned into, which was almost 200 people just mercilessly making fun of this person.
Yeah, I was gonna
How
say.
did you see her picture? How old is she?
Well, that's the other thing.
My account 43-year-old son won't help me with this.
Well, that's the weird thing. I clicked on the Facebook profile. Obviously, I got curious. She seems to be in her maybe 50s or 60s, definitely able-bodied. But the crazy thing is the picture, her Facebook header, is her with 3 to 4 young gentlemen. 3 to 4 of exactly what she's describing that appear to be her sons
This
or
could be you,
in-laws.
yeah.
And I'm just like, why aren't they helping
She's
you?
like, these 4 got out last week.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
God damn it.
I used to have a workforce, but they betrayed me.
That rusty old padlock doesn't hold like it used to.
They dared to cross Debbie. It won't happen again. As soon as I get my hands on a church group.
You can have all these Cosmopolitans from 2003.
Oh, there's got to be liquor in there, and it's got to be disgusting. It's got to be like cherry brandy and like vermouth.
Yeah,
It's like,
you
which
want
brings
to.
me to the reason we going into this shed. I need to find some dog crates these boys can't break out of.
Yeah.
Once upon I go catch them.
Yeah.
Keep them around for a while.
As a tip, you get this empty Bartles and James.
It's shaped like Brett Favre.
It's like Crystal Head vodka, but it's Brett Favre's head.
Shaped like a sword.
Did she respond to any of the comments?
No, she has since deleted this post. I screenshotted this with the quickness because I was like, this is about to just turn bad. And indeed,
Well, because people jumped on that because it's an opportunity.
oh, it's
There's no need for her to keep the post up once people have signed up.
there were like there were like 200.
You don't leave a job posting on Craigslist once you hired.
yeah,
you know?
No.
Yeah,
No.
she got her stun gun working again and was able to capture some people heading home for the day. Come close to Debbie. You want a hug from Debbie? She did delete it, but of the 200 plus comments, there were exactly 2 people that were backing her up, and they were both saying the same thing, which was just, we had one classic nobody wants to work anymore, which was so funny
right.
based on the pay. I was like, you know what, your argument is dumb, but even if she was offering minimum wage, which I believe is like $7.82 or something like that, even if she was offering that, I could let that pass as just standard right-wing Facebook nonsense, but like the fact that somebody was just like, people are just being lazy.
Is there a time where people did just want to work for free?
Those people
Free for $5 an hour.
Those people mentally still like money is what it was worth in like
Yes.
the 60s.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
And they have dementia.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
right.
That's the thing. Like we were talking about social media being a town square. All the people who are on social media are nerds who are on their computer too much.
Right.
Like none of these people have real lives. Like they don't represent real ass people with shit to do all day.
Yeah, it's not a town square. It's a computer lab attached to a retirement home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a shopping mall that just has like a Hobby Lobby, and like a gift store that sells statues of angels.
Yeah. So it's a shopping mall in 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think it's more like a flea market.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Free market of ideas.
The flea market.
Everybody gets a stand, but you gotta pay for it.
That's how she found these guys. Like, I'm selling a mystery box. Just get closer to it. Oh, now put your head in there.
No, that's just a pile of leaves. You can step on it. There's no pit under there.
There's a mystery box in the back of this van. I don't see any mystery.
Do you want $5 or what's behind
Yeah,
door
what
number
size
1?
are you? It turned into a Silence of the Lambs situation.
Yeah, and then I think the other person, there was a nobody wants to work anymore, and then another person was just like, geez, if you don't have anything nice to say, keep going. I'm like, she offered $5 and called everyone slackers. Like, fuck you. This is an eye for an eye here.
I love the people who are like, nobody wants to work anymore. It's like, if I tell you it's time to work, it's time to work.
Right.
And if you don't feel like that's fair, you're lazy.
It's like she would have so much more luck if she just guilt tripped someone to their face than just like posted this online. Then people can mock her anonymously.
Right. Yeah.
Which is what old people refuse to understand about the internet is that like I can mock you with absolutely no repercussions.
Yeah. Oh, and it's fun.
But if you ask an old person's like, please help me clean out my shed, and then like someone might be like, all right,
yes,
fuck, like you know what I mean?
Like that's what I was saying at the beginning. Like if she had posted just a picture of herself with the sheds, looking sad, it was like, I need someone to help me clean this shed out, and I don't have.
I miss my doggy. My doggy passed away.
Right.
And I don't got nobody.
Right. Like
My dog passed away and my 4 boys broke out and run.
Yeah.
But I got nobody.
But instead, she offered sub minimum wage and called everyone fucking lazy. It's like you gotta you're gonna.
Side note: vaccines are evil, and
Oh, yeah.
is the Lord.
Yeah.
Like like,
at it.
She had her profile locked up pretty tight, but one can assume.
right, sure.
So,
Saying, just do that shit in public.
And
You
there's-
have much more.
There's no way the sheds are small. They're like
No.
shipping containers.
oh, they're fucking massive. You know they're
They're
massive.
filled with fucking. Y'all, you said fucking used diapers and shit.
You never know when you're going to need them.
Yeah.
Serve my baby well.
Well, speaking of used diapers, that might be what our ungodly concoction tastes
What a
like.
segue! What a segue!
Hey, you said it, buddy. You teed me up. I'm just rebounding.
Oh, boy.
So this one, this is a brand that we all know, and I personally love, A La Ninu. And A La Ninu,
we know that.
A La Ninu is the creator of the third best energy drink, in my opinion, which is their cherry slush flavor. But this is a bit of a different animal from A La Ninu. This is protein coffee.
I've often said coffee just doesn't have enough protein in it.
You have been saying it.
So it's like a muscle milk.
Yeah, it's a muscle milk,
Ew.
or maybe it's just coffee that somebody whacked off into.
I was gonna say this is jizz coffee. Yeah, this is.
From a distance, when you pulled it out, it looked like a Pepto-Bismol bottle where the stuff inside had gone kind of bad.
You might be describing this flavor accurately.
This is
sir.
Office Space Lumberg coffee.
What flavor is it?
It's cappuccino.
Okay.
So
That's a delicious
What about
flavor.
the colors of pink, brown, and yellow don't tell you that's cappuccino?
Yeah.
with sea green at the bottom.
right, and then what appears to be like an eggplant growing at the top for some reason. I don't
It's
know.
healthy.
Yeah, it's healthy. Yeah, it's got vegetables in it.
So we're getting supercharged on coffee today. huh,
hell
boys?
How
yeah.
much caffeine's in it?
Good question. I don't know. I didn't even read. I just saw it and it was
You
like,
do
this
so
looks
much
disgusting.
research on the old lady Facebook.
I know,
post.
yeah.
None
Sorry,
on
I was
this.
distracted.
Yeah. It's distracted by.
110.
Hey, what? All right.
110 per serving or 110 the whole thing?
The whole
100
thing.
Is
Yeah.
that so? That's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not. That's nuts. That ain't shit. That's like
Okay, good.
It doesn't claim to have a lot of caffeine. It just claims to have protein.
Yeah.
It has 10 grams, which is 20% your daily value.
Not for me, it didn't. I take way more protein.
Yeah, you expend a lot of energy during the day.
Yeah,
I'm kind of a
so
creatine like workout freak.
Oh, yeah. I thought about buying a Bang today,
Yeah.
but then I didn't even want to leave my house because those are the type of people that drink Bang, people that can't even leave their house.
Well, every time I'm like, when we talk about this and you guys talk about the caffeine content, I feel like
Rivers don't do that. Rivers is trying to pull it off with the bottle sideways.
Oh, this
Did
one
you
this
see
one
that?
has
yeah.
a foil sealed cap.
Oh,
on
so we don't get the sound effect thing.
I
Oh,
don't
well.
know.
We'll add it in later.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, we should just have like a button that that we could just put that noise in. There
Doesn't
we
even
go.
pour good. What a piece of
Damn.
shit this drink.
And it
Why
does-
is it
and
the
it looks
drink's
like
fault it
diarrhea.
doesn't pour good.
I don't know. It's when you pour it out of a can, it's loud. I guess it's the carbonation.
Yeah, it's the
that makes the
carbonation
noise.
makes the noise. This is just more of a.
It was more of just a sloppy diarrhea sort of
Yeah.
You
feeling.
should add a new thing where you put a straw
Oh, thanks,
into
buddy.
something and blow bubbles in it to see what it sounds like. There you go. I knew it would do that. It's making the big
I was
bubbles like
working
milk
in the
does.
lab late one night.
Either that or the beat from a Cypress Hill song.
It's from
from
the
the
bong. Rivers known for his huge hits from the bong.
He does smoke it.
This is
That's-
good.
It's tasty, yeah. I mean, it's just sweet with like a slight coffee taste.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, if you've literally ever had a Starbucks premixed glass bottle cappuccino,
Yeah.
Right.
which they have at most stores,
Oh, yeah.
it tastes exactly like that.
It tastes
Yeah,
like it's
except-
the coffee flavor from coffee ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
there we go.
yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
It's very sweet. What's the? I didn't even look at the sugar.
It does taste
content.
more just like melted coffee ice cream than anything else.
Yeah, but then the heavy, chalky protein aftertaste as well. It's good.
I tried to sip it. My body just it tasted the protein and just sucked it right in. My muscles just hungry.
Protein absorbed.
Ooh, baby's muscles is hungry for protein. That's what I say out loud when I enter the gym.
There's not too much sugar in it.
No? Yeah, it
It's
doesn't.
for how sweet it is.
Yeah.
I think it's sweet as fuck. I'm drinking also regular black coffee.
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
same
yeah.
time.
Yeah, me and
Maybe I should just pour this in my real coffee and make them both.
I was gonna say I should have done that. Make a little creamer in my black coffee. But
Yeah.
I was saying
Protein shot.
when you guys, whenever like I ask about the caffeine content of these drinks about you guys, it's like when someone's like, okay, look, I've never done mushrooms, so like, how much like for me is it?
How much? How much is a cup of coffee? Is it 60?
It's like 80, or like I think like a full cup of coffee is like 80.
Okay.
What I like about this is that it lists all the nutritional factors, and it does take the time to let you know that it has 0 vitamin D and 0 iron in it. Which I would just assume if it wasn't on there.
Right.
Why
yeah.
stop there?
It's like, what, arsenic? There's no arsenic in it either, huh? Okay,
Well, it
good.
doesn't say that.
So an 8-ounce cup of coffee has 95 milligrams. So this is not much more than a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Also, it has 20% of your daily requirement of calcium. So all you people out there with weak bones, you know, your muscles need protein, your bones need calcium.
Most people who listen to this show have very brittle bones.
Too
And
brittle
they
to get up and turn
need
it
help
off.
with their shed.
They do.
It's on par with the thing it's supposed to be, which is the Starbucks thing, and then it just gives you the fake health benefits of protein. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna give it what I would give a Starbucks thing. It's at 3.5, 4. You know, it's good.
But how much
Yeah.
was it? Was its price comparable?
I
Yeah, that's a good point.
don't remember. I think it
Usually
was.
The proteins are a little expensive.
Yeah, I should have gotten. There is an Ala Ninu smoothie too, so that might be
Ala
worse.
It's probably good just because they make good flavors of everything else.
Yeah, they kill it.
There's no reason to believe they would really fuck up anything, or they probably just wouldn't sell that as a product.
Yeah, and
I'm with you on 3.5. 3 or 3.5.
full confession, Sam. I am currently drinking Ala Ninu powdered Hawaiian shaved ice in my city tap water right now.
Hawaiian shaved ice.
Yeah, bro, they got.
So you buy like the
I got the-
pre-workout? Basically?
No, it's just the little packets. It's like you could just stick it in a water bottle.
How are we not taking like 1 million bathroom breaks during this show?
I mean, we're just we're aflame
You're
with.
allowed to, but
Yeah.
I mean, we're all professionals.
That's right. We are.
My
professionals.
bladder is fucked up. When I
Bladder
get out of
is?
the,
I
from
drink too much of
holding
this
piss.
protein. My bladder's all fucked up. Now I've been shitting out of my bladder for weeks now.
Oh Lord. So yeah, not as nasty as I thought it was going to
It's
be.
not too expensive, especially compared to muscle milk.
Oh, word.
My muscles love muscle milk.
That's true. Yeah.
It's like milk for them.
I don't give my muscles milk. I milk my muscles.
Dude,
They give me
Fucking
milk.
right.
My muscles titties are big producers of milk.
Yeah, my muscles
milk.
titties are succulent.
Titties.
I am a physical specimen. I love it when guys say that.
My muscles so big they cultivate other life from the milks they make.
The areolas on the racks of my muscles.
This
Like a sow's teeth. Hanging off your tricep with piglets just.
But a full like a harsh, like a really ripped bicep on top of that.
There's that one piglet that doesn't have room. Trying to fight over there. Can't get there because all them other piglets too strong from all that muscle milk.
Don't tease the teat. Get you some.
This is completely unrelated, but I did want to mention I found my new favorite genre of YouTube video, which is actually it's going to be related to the next story that I wanted to share. But there is a great thing you can search, which is dirt bike police escape.
Hell yeah. I wish even while we escaped like dirt bike police. Like, we've deputized ourselves.
So there's all these videos of just like kids on dirt bikes, and they're on dirt bikes, so they can go through like the back.
So they're up to
roads
no
and shit.
good, is what you're saying.
They literally just antagonize cops in small towns and then get the cops to chase them, and then they just go into the woods. And my favorite one. My favorite one is a group, and they have their own YouTube channel. I'll shout them out. I'll link it on Twitter. Their YouTube channel is called Rippin Shiddies. Shiddies is spelled Shiddiez.
Yeah, like shitting your pants. Yeah.
Well, it turns out I had to look this up because I was watching this with a friend of mine, and we're both, like, what? Like, I grew up in Alabama. I've never heard this, and I looked it up, and apparently Rippin Shiddies is slang for doing donuts in the mud. That's what they call that in some places. And I was like, we just called that donuts, but apparently when it's in the mud, it's Rippin Shiddies.
Oh, if the guy from Auburn, Alabama has never heard that phrase.
Right.
Got the deep cut.
Have you heard that?
No.
Right.
I love it. Yeah.
It's that's proof that the kids are just cooler than us.
I was going to
know.
say that is a Gen Z phrase that is better than doing donuts.
Believe me, when I was typing Rippin Shiddies into Urban Dictionary, I've never felt less cool. I was like, all right, what does it mean? I was like, I think I know what it means, but what does it mean? insane.
Have we all participated in ripping donuts?
I've ripped Shiddies, dude.
Yeah,
of
you've ripped
course.
Shiddies before?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I used to have a GMC Jimmy, baby.
Oh yeah,
I was
no
rip-
seatbelt, almost flying out of the window.
I know,
What year was it?
1991, Black Beauty. It's a
Top
great
heavy.
car. Yeah.
Top heavy is how I would describe those vehicles.
Yeah, but 4-wheel drive, so at least you could, tip over on, a big hill.
As
Yeah.
opposed to just rolling because you were fishtailing in it. As I was in it with one of those.
yeah.
Yeah.
I never went out to like country ass land with my friends being all dumb.
No.
Sorry to
We
hear
grew
that.
up in the city.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
a city
sure.
boy.
City boy,
Austin,
Okay.
Texas.
Seems like
we
there's
did used to
just-
have just farms in the town. They're now shopping centers and condos.
But it seems like that's just more alleys for you to escape from the police with on your dirt bike.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, dude, if we could have afforded them, we would have been having a great time.
Oh man, these kids look like they're having so much fun.
I always am jealous of these kids, and it makes me mad at them because I think they're rich, but then I realize their life is shitty, and that's the only cool thing they have.
There's one I found that's from Germany of a guy on a dirt bike running from the cops, and it is literally like 45 minutes long, where he'll get back on the road, and the cops are of course in some Peugeot or Fiat or some shit, and he'll like rip up to the top like of a hill and all this stuff, and then
Do the cops give up in any?
no,
videos?
they keep going. They're
Do
still
the cops have rifles in Germany? That's what I wondered.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. As I was watching this, I was like, if this was America, that kid would have been bazookaed to death.
I was gonna say, like, how do all these videos not end with these kids being murdered by the police?
well, the
He's
kids
running.
are the kids are white. That's why.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
How
gotcha.
do they
gotcha,
not
gotcha.
end with horrible motorcycle wrecks
Yeah.
where people die?
The German guy, I think, ran out of gas in the woods. Like, he just ended up, like, the video ends with him just ditching the bike and running into the woods with the GoPro shaking.
So you know that when you're going to do something like that, you have to make sure you have enough liters of petrol before you.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He ran out of petrol.
Scheiße!
Scheiße!
Ripping Scheißes.
Rippin' Scheißes. There it is.
Puffin stinkies. No, to be fair, my friend did used to call farting puffing stinkies,
Stinky.
which was the funniest thing I'd heard in middle
God.
school.
Well, I woke up this morning, looked outdoors. Now I can't tell my milk cow, I can tell by the way she knows. If you see my milk cow, please drive on home. Because I ain't had no milk and butter, woo, since my cow's been gone.
So I have a story I wanted to share that's loosely related to Rippin' Shiddies. This is David Gilbert writing for Vice magazine, and this will obviously tie into Ben's area of expertise, that being history, because we lost a real one. R.I.P. to Michael Protzman, 60 years old, died last Friday in the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, a week after a dirt bike accident at the Meadow Valley Motocross Track in Millville, Minnesota. Protzman, also known to his followers as Negative 48, was the leader of the QAnon cult who convinced thousands of people that former President John F. Kennedy and his son, JFK Jr., were still alive. Mm-hmm. So if you remember when that happened, all those people went down to Dallas, and they were like, he's coming back. So the leader of that thing died on a dirt bike a couple days ago.
They thought that he was
I'm
back like Jesus.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of this.
Oh, I'm
this cult.
so fucking happy, you guys. Okay, so yeah, this is the problem. I'm on Facebook too much, so I'm like, oh my god, Negative 48 died. Like I already knew all of his backstory, but and we briefly mentioned him when this was like going down, but this shit is
Negative 48 like a specific temperature at which something happens?
no, it's related to what do you guys?
Badass new metal band.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, sounds like that for sure.
The number of times he got laid.
But like opposite that. Yeah.
I got 48 charges against me. Still a virgin.
What if like you counted jacking off as like a negative getting laid?
Ah!
So he's only jacked off 48 times in his life.
I mean, that's
should
pretty
be proud
good.
of
I was gonna
That's
say,
a respectable number.
That's enough to get into heaven.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be hella in the
As
negative.
long as you're not, if you're not negative 100, then you don't go straight to hell when you die.
They go. Now, when I saw you, I didn't think you were going to get in, but there's a technicality that we just discovered.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
never seen it before. But you only jacked off 48 times, and you're 60 years old, and you were riding a dirt bike. All right, you're in. Get in there, Negative 48. Plot twist. JFK is inside, just not his son.
Oh yeah.
This is what they ask you at the pearly gates. They're like, it seems you've been laid 3 times. Like, really, you had sex 20 times, but you jacked off 30 times.
30,000 times.
30,000 times, so it just kind of evened out.
Your ratio is real bad. Real bad.
So
God is watching you jack off is what I'm trying to say here.
So negative 48 is related to gematria, which is the ancient Jewish numerology system. So if you
Is that
remember,
like Pi? Is it like the movie Pi?
well, unfortunately, what it is like is the number 23, starring Jim Carrey, actually incorporates some gematria because every modern cult, all their shit comes from bad movies. You know, Where We Go One, We Go All comes from White Squall, starring Jeff Bridges, a movie nobody remembers. So that's like the QAnon slogan, comes from a bad movie. The number 23 with Jim Carrey makes use of this, sort of bullshit. And
Is it called like holy geometry or something?
yeah, so it comes from. Oh, you're thinking of
It comes from
sacred
Michael
geometry.
Jordan.
That's
Geometry, yeah.
that's a little different. This is more like, okay, so we recorded this episode on, what is this, 7/11/2023, and if you add those numbers up, it equals this number, and if you break that down, it means Joe Biden is the devil or something. It's one of those things where it is
I love that.
it's a completely open sandbox to basically take anything and make it mean whatever you want.
A lot of magic tricks work that way.
yeah, pretty much. It's
I'm guessing a lot of these guys early in their life weren't that into math.
no,
Right.
oh, no,
Probably not.
certainly not.
You get the calculator.
Yeah,
But they did write boobless a lot on calculators.
Well, the great thing about this is you don't ever have to solve for X. So you don't
Right,
even have to
right.
do
Right.
division to do this.
yeah. Well, he solved for X when he died of multiple blunt force injuries after he lost control of his dirt bike. So Protzman was from Federal Way, Washington, and he owned a demolition company prior to his emergence as a QAnon guru in 2021.
He goes, I used to blow up buildings, now I'm trying to blow up America.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Common theme, different careers.
So he rose to notoriety in 2021 when the Telegram channel he ran garnered tens of thousands of followers. In that channel, Protzman mixed QAnon conspiracies with a bastardization version of gematria, a Jewish numerology system, which he claimed to be able to use to predict the future. He gained national attention in November of 2021 when he convinced hundreds of his followers to travel from all across the United States to Dallas, Texas, where he claimed that JFK and JFK Jr. would both reappear at Dealey Plaza on the spot where he was assassinated in 1963.
I love the way these guys are like, we've discovered an ancient numerological system
Yeah.
that can predict the future.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that 3 weeks from now is when it's happening.
Yeah.
Good thing we found it out in time.
It's
Yeah.
not 3,000 years ago. It's not 3,000 years from now. It's
Roughly
next week.
The length of time that Facebook says is effective to run an ad campaign.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
So,
All these years I spent not having any sort of job of any kind.
Yeah.
If we hadn't supported this guy when we did, it could have passed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then JFK and JFK Jr. show up.
Yeah.
No one's there to greet them, and they go back into hibernation for 100 years.
Yeah.
What's this, my whole thing is every time they say something like that, what happens when they come back? Like, what's the plan for?
Here we are, 2023.
Well, they're just back all of a sudden.
Yeah,
and
so-
everyone's like, oh,
Well,
that's crazy.
So this is where the
I'm surrounded by true supporters here. I've somehow been alive this long, but there's nothing here about me having any powers. So I'm just going to go die slowly over the next 3 years.
I'm old, as it turns out.
I've got leukemia.
yeah. I think JFK would have been like 106 or something at this point. But anyway, no. To answer your question, it is basically where the QAnon thing kind of merges into the numerology thing because their whole thing is early QAnon lore is that Hillary Clinton had JFK Jr.'s plane blown up. So that's like an OG internet thing. That's the Clinton crime family conspiracy. And so the first iteration of this was
You
JFK.
asked me this on the day of my daughter's wedding. Sorry.
No, that was amazing. But so that's the original thing. But because all conspiracy theories are improv games where you're just yes and things, the original thing was this guy's like, oh, JFK Jr. is going to come back and expose the Clintons and somehow put Trump back in the White House. So that was like the original conspiracy. But because that's not enough to get people to Dallas, he then one-ups it by saying, oh, and by the way, you think JFK is actually dead? he's still around too. He's going to be there. 106 years old.
Are they supposed to like come out of the sky or just like get off a bus?
They're supposed to just reappear. And the crazy thing is when this
Back
was
in there.
yeah,
Yeah, like from crawl up from the underground or something, or just like materialize.
It can be anything you want because again, this is like a
These are like particulars that like Harold Camping, the guy who's the 2012
Yes.
Doomsday Cult guy.
Love
Same
that
thing
guy.
where it's just I love him too. It's the same thing where it's just like he had no specifics. He's just like
Nope.
it's gonna end. Look
Yeah.
at the billboards I paid for. And then like day of, it's just kind of like well, I'm tired. I need a nap now.
I
yeah.
don't get how you don't look at you go. All right, well, if you say a time, you're ticking the clock, right?
Yeah.
You just take a play out of the Book of Revelations. Be like any day now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When that book came out, people were like, any day now. In 2,000 years, they're like, any day now.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
the mainstream apocalypse theory.
Right.
People are just like, we're in the end of times. Everything's about to go to shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Learn how to hunt and fish because you're fucked.
Right.
Yeah.
Which
If you-
to your point about gematria, it's the same thing as that. It's like the selfishness of being like, it's going to end when I'm alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like,
also
well-
people can't wrap their heads around. It's like I'm probably just going to get cancer and die.
And die.
Like,
Yeah, that's
like,
it.
most people are just get cancer and die.
Yeah,
And
which
then the-
sucks, but like, it'd be way more fun if, demons came out of the earth. Like,
Yeah.
that would be amazing, but I'm not counting on
But
it.
it's also like JFK's gonna come back and save us on this day.
He's
Now,
106.
sure, he could have.
And little John.
him and his little son. Now, sure, he could have come back like I don't know, like 15 years ago when we all agree shit started going bad.
Right.
But he just sat it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Really bad before I come back. I'm gonna need some dude to put together the numbers.
Yeah.
Roughly
It's
3
Like,
weeks.
not yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, boy.
So there's a couple of quote unquote living JFK Juniors. There's Wano Sabin, and then there's Vincent Fusca.
What is
And
a living?
So these are guys that the internet identified as being. So Wano Sabin is like a pretty chronic poster on like right wing stuff, and he.
This is all Facebook shit, right?
Yeah, at this point it's Telegram, Gab. It's like
Internet
all the right wing
Internet stuff.
bullshit. But
Gotcha.
he's insinuated that he's actually JFK Jr. And then there's a competing JFK Jr. named Vincent Fusca, who people have identified in a lot of pictures of Trump rallies, and so they're like, he must be this guy. So there's two competing JFK Juniors that both won't state outright that they are JFK Jr. So there's that going on.
Well, whichever one dies first wasn't.
Definitely.
But when this was going down, the craziest thing was watching, like, people were filming it, and there was people walking around just being like, I just saw Tupac. And then there was somebody being like, I saw Robin Williams. And it's just all these insane people being like, everybody here is a dead celebrity, and they're back. They're all
Yeah.
back.
Hey,
And
let's
collectively, with their powers, they're going to
Stop
laugh
Joe
a little
Biden.
bit, write some more music for us.
Yeah.
They're going to get together and have a psychosis, schizophrenic conference.
Yeah,
out
yeah.
in,
Two-
Plaza Square? What's it called?
Dealey Plaza.
Dealey
All
Plaza.
these famous people with a death wish have come back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Robin
To make-
Williams and Tupac are
As I
coming
say,
together
to make Mrs. Doubtfire too.
Mrs. Doubtfire Tupac. Huh? Are we cooking with gas?
We all have like a little trickle of blood coming down our nose.
They never say Biggie's still alive.
Yeah, well,
I think we all agree that if he did live, he would have made it. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's also been such a thing for a while. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. The conspiracy theory is that Tupac is still alive.
Oh yeah, well that was the thing, is there were people walking around just being like, I see Michael Jackson, and it's so fucking wild because they've just got
Elvis.
that.
When I was a kid, it was Elvis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's still Elvis sometimes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. So when JFK didn't appear, Protzman's conspiracy simply changed, and over the next 18 months, up until his death, he would alter and
You
change
mean
the
he didn't
predictions.
just break down and was like, I've been lying this whole time?
Oh no, he doubled down,
Did
right?
I say JFK?
I meant LBJ.
And did I say Tuesday? I meant Thursday. So here's some new shirts.
2 days from this Tuesday. He keeps giving specific dates.
At 4:15 p.m.
Well, so that's the crazy thing, is like all of these people that followed him down to Dallas got Airbnbs and dwindled their savings.
As an Airbnb owner, you got to be like, I wonder if this is like a cult person.
Yeah, I mean,
they're not just visiting.
They're gonna just like they're not worried about their deposit.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, burn this motherfucker down. JFK's coming back tomorrow. We're gonna be liable for this.
Yeah. Well, I having seen the Heaven's Gate footage, cults say what you will, they're neat. They're very neat. Very sparse.
Some are.
Smart.
Some
It's
can be a
smart.
little sloppy.
Yeah, it's true.
I base that on nothing. I have no idea why.
So he would change his predictions to suit his needs and keep his followers on board. Ultimately, he claimed that he was in direct contact with Donald Trump and that Trump was, in fact, JFK Jr. in disguise.
Oh, so he was back. Plot twist. He was here
Yeah.
the whole time.
Turns out-
Shyamalan.
Yeah, Trump has access to the Mission Impossible mask briefcase. And he can make a Trump
Kinda
mask.
believable. His skin doesn't look real.
After the Dallas gathering, Protzman spent 18 months crisscrossing the United States, attending multiple Trump rallies, and he was accompanied by a rotating band of followers whom he ordered to cover his accommodations and food costs. Numerous followers abandoned their families and spent their life savings following Protzman.
I feel like their families weren't that disappointed when they left.
There were some people in this article that were like, yeah, like my sister just disappeared. And she really believes this shit. Like, there's some horrifying shit, it's crazy because, like, I think at some point during the Corona Diaries on this podcast, I was like, QAnon horror movie, make it where the dad gets radicalized on the internet and then tries to kill his family. And then it started happening. Like, it's happened.
So it's basically like internet
now.
frailty, except now instead
it's
of
frailty.
the Bible, it's the internet.
It's
now.
the internet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad comes in and he's got an axe and he's just like, you're all Hillary Clinton, or whatever.
The people who get into cults are crazy, and then the two most mainstream cultish things are politics or religion, and that's why you always get the super psychos. in
Yeah,
those
when it's the
fucking
merger
fields.
of both.
Yeah.
No, hear me out here, Rivers. What if all three of his daughters were Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, I mean, we considered that maybe he's right.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know
Yeah.
I don't know.
how many
What if
Hillary Clintons there are.
What if she's Chelsea Clinton?
Yeah.
Chelsea Clinton? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
After his accident 2 weeks ago, details about Protzman's condition were tightly controlled by his inner circle of half a dozen followers. So he's down to 6 people, that's somewhat comforting.
That's half a discipleship.
Yeah, that's true. Jesus did a lot with 12.
Jesus got 12 like 2,000 years ago. With inflation, you should have way more than that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. While they initially told followers in an online chat that Protzman had a potential brain injury and told them to pray for him, the inner circle has refused to answer any follow-up questions about his condition. So Vice got a hold of like the death record. Like, he is dead as fuck. But
His condition, he's fucking dead.
yeah,
Yeah, but the question is, when's he coming back?
we're getting there. We're getting there, Ben.
You can't even
Perfect.
joke about this stuff.
I know.
They're one step ahead of you.
I know. It's like the Trump thing initially, where like no one could make fun of it because like this is like so self-parodic. It's such a self-parody in itself. It's hard to make fun of.
Oh yeah.
Don't step on my punchline, motherfucker. I'm a cult.
I'm going to continue to be ridiculous even after I'm dead.
The inner circle shut down comments on his channel and in at least one case kicked a follower out of their Truth Social group after they asked a question about Protzman's condition this week. Shelley Mullinax, who was one of Protzman's earliest followers but had a falling out with him and other members of the group last year, she remains convinced of the conspiracies Protzman concocted about JFK. She believes his death is just part of the plan. Quote, "If that was the plan that God had for him, I know everything is going to be revealed soon." Mullinax said that in recent days, someone in her group had claimed Protzman was taken out, but she dismissed that.
Taken out. Somebody put him on a motorcycle.
They picked him up.
This thing till you flip or we'll kill you.
They picked him up like a baby and placed him on a Kawasaki Ninja and kicked the fucking engine
Duct
on.
tape his legs to the sides of it.
I like, she literally did what you guys were joking about, where she just, anything that happened, she just goes, it's part of the plan.
Yes, and it is an improv game.
That was actually supposed to happen.
It's a ripcord on a parachute that you can pull over and over and over again.
It's a parachute made of ripcords. Actually, it's just woven together ripcords. She did.
So it doesn't catch any air. It's just you fall straight through. It's just a bunch of...
She did, however, claim that the person who died was in fact just one version of Michael Protzman, the evil version, and that the good Michael Protzman, who is in fact JFK Jr. in a mask, is still alive and well. So everyone is JFK Jr. in this.
Because you're just freaking out. He's dead, but like what he did was he divided into two.
Yeah.
I just want to know what non-politic things these people believe. You know?
Yeah, what policies are they pushing for?
There's no.
I want to just know what they think about the world. You know, like what do you think about ghosts and just
Well,
go down the train of just crazy people thought.
there's no ghosts. Everyone's
have you ever
alive.
Hunted Sasquatch. Sasquatch before.
Ask them what they think about the carbon tax.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They
Or
probably
veganism.
know.
I want to know what they know about these kind of things.
Vice News spoke to several family members of Protzman's followers, and all said that their loved ones have dismissed the news of Protzman's death as fake. And in another Telegram channel populated with Protzman's followers, one admin wrote that they would be removing all posts regarding his death until we have absolute verification. And I'm like, I saw it. I saw the death certificate from the state of Minnesota. But
I'm going to say that no verification's going to satisfy.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the plan.
yeah.
You do understand that, right?
Yeah.
I do.
State of Minnesota's in on it, man. In one case, however, one of Protzman's followers has put her name forward as a potential replacement leader of the group. Quote, "They killed Michael Protzman's character, so I take over -48 crew."
I was going to say, she might be leaning a little bit more towards like, I think he might be dead, guys.
That's the only smart person in this fucking cult is the person being like, I'm him now. Like, see, I mean,
when it's an open seat like that, you got to be like, well, I'm him and JFK.
yeah.
You're right. He's not dead.
Yeah.
I'm him.
I'm him.
It's always with these evil regimes. The second command's more evil.
Oh,
so
yeah.
she's
She's like the
planning-
Dick Cheney of this whole
She's saying-
operation.
She's been thinking the whole time. You're
Lenin's
Stalin.
dead.
Yeah.
Lenin's dead, and it's going to be either Trotsky or Stalin. So here we go. Oh yeah, and this is like someone, an expert that they interviewed. At this point, they should be talking to me. God damn it! Protzman's death won't change anything right away. I believe new conspiracies surrounding his death will evolve, but I do think his followers will dwindle and move on to other influencers over time. So that's where we're at.
Like
So-
on TikTok, like other.
yeah. Oh, they're everywhere. You know, they might get hooked up with the QAnon Queen of Canada. She's pretty incredible. She just got kicked off
I
an
thought you meant like
island.
Logan Paul, like influencers.
No, just a small Filipino lady who is in about 6 Winnebagos with a bunch of people traveling across Canada, and she claims to be the queen of Canada.
She
So-
claims to. I can do that. Nobody.
I know.
Nobody actually wants to vie for that.
Yeah, no one's following me around. So.
I can live out of a car.
Yeah.
Claim I'm the queen.
yeah.
I mean, technically, any of us could claim to be the king of America, as
Yeah.
there is not an official king of America.
No,
Oh,
not since.
Carter. You've just gotten Rivers' new episode idea for next time.
Yeah.
Numerous people who claim to be.
I was
going to
say we covered Emperor Norton during the pandemic for sure. The
okay.
San Francisco, the
remember him.
king of America and protector of Mexico.
Oh, that's nice.
So, yeah, they're out there.
I'm not your king, but I will protect you.
Yeah,
From what? From
my,
us?
my favorite detail in that one was he was in a feud with a guy who called himself George Washington Jr.
Oh, that's good.
So it was the monarchy versus.
So he
you know.
came back. That one came back.
Yeah. He was back in 1870.
It's good to come. It's good that you can come back when you were never born.
Yeah.
It's easier.
So I don't know. It's but yeah. So that's rest in peace, Michael Protzman. That is the story of -48. It seems to be over now.
When you first read it, I was kind of hoping that he was riding the motorcycle through the hospital when it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like he crashes like bad news. He took out a lot of people who were on the verge. Good news, he was exactly where he needed to be.
Yeah.
He killed someone on the machine he needed to be on just before he died.
Well, the dirt bike thing is just so like shitty. Where like he's getting all of his followers to give him all of his money, and then this asshole's just riding dirt bikes around.
I want to.
Go to the Kawasaki dealership.
Yeah.
Like, I got the cash now.
Yeah.
Get it all play away.
Some fucking old crazy grandma deeded her house to me and shit. So now I'm riding.
Well,
Because-
dude, I want to hear the news story about how many family members are like, "You're too old to be riding a dirt bike."
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You can't ride that damn dirt bike.
Yes,
It's a
the-
bad idea.
The reasonable family members he was still associated with at that point.
yeah.
Yeah, he is 60. Yeah, you're not allowed to rip shitties when you're in your 60s. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all you do in your 60s is rip shitties.
Yeah, it's a different kind of
You're
ripping
not
shitties.
you're not
though.
puffing stinkies anymore. You're ripping shitties.
Rivers, of the facts you told us about this guy, him being in his 60s and riding a dirt bike is like the 4th or 5th thing that I'm concerned about.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, we can't even get to the dirt bike yet. Like, we need to.
Yeah, no,
What happened to the dirt bike? Is the dirt bike okay?
Yeah, is the dirt
Did
bike
I say
okay?
anything about that?
That same lady, she's like, I'm taking over the account and the Kawasaki.
Yeah, the Stalin lady is certainly riding that dirt bike around.
What kind of dirt bike was it?
You know, it doesn't say on the death certificate.
We need to figure out. We need to
Vice
follow
is-
the VIN on it. Is it new? Where did he buy it? Was it cash? We need to find out where that came from.
Well, it
and
seems like
Who
it was
anointed it?
it was at a motocross track, so presumably it was just one of those you can roll up and just rent one for the day.
Do you think he was trying to jump and ascend into heaven?
Yeah.
He's like, if I jump high enough and do enough wheelies, God's going to take me
I
up.
can talk to JFK
He comes
Jr.
back down with JFK Jr. on the back, out of the sky.
Well, no, he
God lowers his palm and JFK Jr.'s on it.
he hits the jump and then splits in two, and the evil version of him goes to heaven, and then the good version of him becomes JFK Jr., and that's how it happened.
And then immediately JFK Jr. is like, how many times did you jack off? If you're at like -3, so that means you got laid a lot then, because no one just jacks off 3 times in their life. Okay, I get it. You're cool. Still going to hell, but you're cool.
I am who I am. But yet you're going to believe karma. People around the country are going to believe this stock photo person that nobody's ever seen over a U.S. citizen, just like you or the family members that are talking bad about me. And he's getting everybody to take a position, and they're going to be embarrassed about the position they took. That they believe this entity that nobody even knows over their own relatives that they've known for decades, some of them their whole lives, and they're trying to tell you who this Michael Protzman character is, but you won't listen, but you'll listen to this stock photo person on the internet. Well, everything on the internet's real and true, so I can believe it. What happened to, you don't believe anything on the internet? We get stuff on the internet. Well, it's on the internet. Well, it only suits them when it's karma talking shit about Michael. Then it's real news.
And I don't want to die. Just want to ride my motorcycle.
I was spending some time before this going through the Atlantic. I'm a big fan of the Atlantic. Right? I'm not paid well.
The ocean or the
The ocean.
the publication. I like the ocean too.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
But
I like the Atlantic Ocean a little bit more than the Pacific.
Oh, really? Hot
I can
take.
hear you.
You can get in.
Yes, the Pacific can hear you.
The Pacific can't hear me at this distance, but it's too cold.
It is. That's very true. Yeah.
So this is.
Damn, you got a nice.
I was gonna say you got a stylus on the iPad.
It's called an Apple Pencil, and my favorite thing about the Apple Pencil is that it costs $120, which means the once every 2 days I can't find it are very stressful for me.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is. So it has replaced AirPods.
I was about to
as the,
say, yeah, it's this, but a pencil.
I glued an AirTag to mine, by the way.
Oh, see, that's a good
It
idea.
helps because I threw mine in a trash can in the panhandle of Texas on the way out here.
Oh, Jesus.
And then my thing dinged, and it was like, your AirPods are no longer near you.
Yeah.
And it was cool because then I got to dig out of a trash
I was about to say
Yeah,
they
that's
are next to a half-drank Mountain Dew and
Well,
and
if
a
it was
piss
half
bottle.
drank when I found it, it was all the way drank when I was done. You know? This is from the May 1985 Atlantic. It's a full page here.
Okay,
And,
1985.
at the bottom, it's interesting because it says copyright 1985 by the New York Times Company, reprinted by permission from the December 29th, 1984 issue of the New York Times. So this piece made its way around. I'm not going to tell you what the topic. You guys just follow me on this.
Yeah,
okay?
sure.
Okay.
See what comes to mind. Okay. At the top, in very big letters, it's in quotes. It says, "Discrimination is discrimination, no matter what it is based on." We can all agree on that, right?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yes.
Actually, I don't think we can because if you're an asshole,
Yeah, you can be
earned
called out for being an asshole. That's fine.
By Stanley S. Scott. The Civil Rights Act, the Voting Rights Act, and a host of anti-discrimination laws notwithstanding, millions of Americans are still forced to sit in the back of planes, trains, and buses. Many more are subject to segregation in public places. Some are even denied housing and employment, victims of an alarming yet socially acceptable public hostility.
Ooh, injustice a brewing.
Yep.
I wonder what they're being criticized.
That's the
for.
first paragraph. Here we go. The next paragraph is one line. This new form of discrimination is based on smoking behavior.
Oh, of course. Of course. This is like the you can almost see this guy's like oversized suit and he's at a fucking comedy club and he's like, you can't smoke fucking anywhere anymore.
I'm gonna beat the Rosa Parks of cigarettes.
No one asked your baby to smoke.
Can I say this is great because one of my side gigs is I narrate the audio versions of the articles for the Atlantic. If you go to like the Atlantic's app or to like anywhere they have like Apple News.
Sure, yeah.
Like you can hear me. This is the earliest one I've ever narrated though.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
Right here.
amazing.
So I'm this is me doing my for free here, right here.
Yeah,
on
sure.
This one was all right. So let's keep on going. If you happen to enjoy a cigarette, you are the potential target of violent anti-smokers and overzealous public enforcers determined to force their beliefs on the rest of society. Beliefs like
Your beliefs.
that will kill me.
Yeah, yeah.
Beliefs like I don't want to stink.
Right, yeah.
All these overzealous, ideological. Okay.
So I guess that first of all, this far into it,
Yeah.
it's not that Dennis Leary stole Bill Hicks's anti-smoking bits.
Yeah.
Bill Hicks stole his anti-smoking bits from this article.
From the Atlantic. Yeah,
I
that's
see.
right.
Ever since people began smoking, so the beginning of time.
Yeah, sure.
Ever since people began smoking, smokers and non-smokers have been able to live with one another using common courtesy and common sense. Not anymore. Today, smokers must put up with virtually unenforceable laws regulating when and where they can smoke. Laws intended as much to discourage smoking itself as to protect the rights of non-smokers.
Yeah.
Much worse, supposedly responsible organizations devoted to the, quote, public interest are encouraging the harassment of those who smoke. This year, for example, the American Cancer Society is promoting programs that encourage people to attack smokers with canisters of gas,
What?
to blast them with horns, to squirt them with oversized water guns, and burn them in effigy.
Wait, is the American Cancer Society like fucking the radical end of Greenpeace now? What are they talking about?
I think it's actually Antifa.
Anti-smo.
Harmless fun.
We're anti-smo.
Anti-funk. Yeah.
Anti-funk.
Harmless fun? Not quite.
This sounds like great fun.
Consider the incidents that are appearing on police blotters across America.
Yeah, what the fuck are they talking about?
This is
Point
happened
one.
to Carter.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I'm right there with this.
In a New York City restaurant, a young man celebrating with friends was zapped in the face by a man with an aerosol spray can.
I'm sorry.
His
What?
offense? Lighting a cigarette.
What kind of spray can, though?
The aggressor was the head of a militant
Febreze.
anti-smoker organization whose goal is to mobilize an army of 2 million zealots to spray smokers in the face.
What the fuck?
Exactly happened to me.
Is there any sources cited on that? That just seems completely made up.
No, there's not any sources.
Weird.
Point two. In a suburban Seattle drugstore,
Oh, no.
a man puffing on a cigarette while he waited for a prescription to be filled
Prescription for asthma medication, presumably.
next to a 90-year-old woman smoking a cigarette.
With a baby also smoking a
while
cigarette.
he waited for a prescription to be filled.
pregnant 90-year-old woman.
He was ordered to stop by an elderly customer who pulled a gun on him.
What?
I know these days
American.
people.
I was
be
gonna say-
I'm on the side of the guy with the gun.
Yeah, I mean, that actually
Stand
sounds...
your ground.
I believe that. This is where we are as a society. I believe that before I believe somebody sprayed someone in the face with Febreze or whatever in a restaurant.
Now, maybe people in Los Angeles are feeling a little smug right now because these two incidents happened in New York
Oh,
and
boy.
Seattle. But wait, it's coming home.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Part three. A 23-year-old lit up a cigarette on a Los Angeles bus. Okay, which first of all, nah. Who
I
rides
mean,
the bus?
we've talked about just how rude it is to eat tacos on the bus. Like onion smell is, that's one thing. Cigarettes,
I will beam up
yeah.
on the bus.
Yeah.
I will pull the light bulb out and beam up. But I will not smoke a cigarette because that is a public space.
Well, here's a better reason for it. A passenger objected. When the smoker objected to the objection, he was fatally stabbed.
What?
That
Well-
doesn't sound like the bus here.
Oh yeah.
Again, sadly, I believe that more than I believe someone was sprayed in the face with aerosol.
Also, have you been on public transportation around here? There's some
Yes.
people who are just looking to stab.
Yeah.
You're
You
looking
could get
to
stabbed
stab.
for anything.
We
Yeah.
have
I've been-
correlation, but not causation in this situation.
People still smoke on the subway. They'll light up a cigarette, no problem. They'll light up a blunt, they'll light up the meth pipe, no problem.
Hit the
Well,
foil.
because on the bus, you
They'll
get
hit the
stabbed for
foil,
doing-
no problem.
Dude,
Hitting
if
the
it's
foil, there it is. That
underground,
sounds
if it's
terrible.
underground, it doesn't count. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Now, if you're on an elevated train,
Closer to the devil is what I say.
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
God can't see you underground. Yeah.
Final point. A transit policeman using his reserve gun, shot his reserve gun. He goes, "Oh, you're not good enough for my man."
His bazooka jammed up, and he had to grab his little pistola that was like attached with lace to his
boot gun. He goes, "Usually I shoot people who were cheating at poker games with this one." A transit policeman using his reserve gun shot and fatally wounded a man on a subway train in the Bronx in a shootout over smoking a cigarette.
It's real, dude.
Shootout? What? No wonder he was all out of fucking rockets for his rocket launcher.
That means that the guy that he was fighting with took his main gun, right? If he's using his reserve pistol and there's a shootout.
I don't know. Maybe this guy came strapped with his own.
Yeah, maybe so.
Let me get to the end of this.
Yeah, please.
It's almost over. The basic freedoms of more than 50 million American smokers are at risk today.
Damn straight.
Tomorrow, who knows what personal behavior will become socially unacceptable, subject to restrictive laws and public ridicule. Could travel by private car make the social engineers hit list because it is less safe than public transit? Could ice cream, cake, and cookies become socially unacceptable because their consumption causes obesity? What about skydiving, mountain climbing, skiing, and contact sports? How far will we allow this to spread? The question all Americans must ask themselves is, can a nation that has struggled so valiantly to eliminate bias based on race, religion, and sex afford to allow a fresh set of categories to encourage new forms of hostility between large groups of citizens? After all, discrimination is discrimination, no matter what it is based on.
That last paragraph is straight Alex Jones.
It's straight Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
It's straight every one of them.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
next?
Yeah.
Well, if we don't allow me to stab poor people.
Yeah, but I mean specifically those points they made where they're like, are they going to ban a personal car travel? So there was a thing, and I think it was the World Economic Forum or something, where basically they proposed the idea of what was called 15-minute cities. Have you heard about this? So the idea is like, in the future, when planning cities, you should try to make it so that everything is walkable within about a 15-minute walk. And it's just like a proposal that'll never get acted upon because it's not in the interest of capital to do anything. It's just in the interest of them to look like they're doing something.
Right.
But Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson, all those guys took the 15-minute city thing and they're like, they're going to lock us down in the cities and you won't be able to escape. You won't have a car. And that is what they've extrapolated it to. So there's that. The second thing was like, are they going to ban birthday cake? That's also a thing where, like, again, in Davos or WEF or something, they said something like, oh, you should eat less. And they took that to mean like, they're going to stop me from eating sugary snacks. Like,
can I, as the resident smoker here, retort to this?
Yes, please do.
So I quit smoking like 10 months ago.
You got stabbed or something?
Well, I was going to say, I was pressured and intimidated to quit smoking 10 months ago, rather, I should say.
By Antismo.
Well, mostly because of the realization that I've probably already given myself cancer. But it's because of stuff like
tumor
this.
in my lungs.
It's because of stuff like this. Really, it's like it's like I mean, cops would always like kind of flash like a like a machete at me every time I would smoke. I would. It actually didn't. I was training for a triathlon, and smoking actually helped me.
Yeah, when cops almost hit me with the rail gun from Quake, I was like, you gotta
a BFG. They would flash a BFG at me.
The cops at the BFG.
One guy flashed the golden gun at me, and he was not even
Baron Samedi.
It's because I was smoking. And it's only happened in Los Angeles. It's not because I could feel my body shutting down because of smoking for 20 years. No.
Yeah.
It's because of Los Angeles intimidation.
Yeah.
That reminded me of a video I saw online where it's a news report from when they banned drinking in your car. Not drunk driving, but just open container. When they passed that law, they're doing a news report about it, and everyone is acting like they're being persecuted.
Any attempt to restrict drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting common is when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving. And Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
Look, if I want to burn tires in my front yard, how does that affect anyone else?
No one.
Okay.
Not a person in the world. You know what I mean? And what's next? You don't get a birthday? I don't get a birthday?
No cake.
Doesn't matter what your sign is. You don't have a birthday.
Well, that's the trick. That way we can't get Social Security.
Yeah.
Still got to pay on it. Never going to get there.
Yeah. God, that's.
I used to look so fucking cool when I smoked. You know I did.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would put a cigarette in like the picture afterwards. There's some with me smoking in it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I should add this one. This is
The cool ones.
Probably
The cool
not-
ones.
Yeah.
It's probably not that significant, but it real big at the bottom of this whole article I read. It says in bold, presented in the public interest by Phillip-Morris Incorporated. I don't know. I just feel like I have to read the whole thing, you know.
This was written by Joe Camel.
Yeah.
Phillip-Morris. I was thinking about like how like you can tell how bad a product is for people, like the names of the companies.
Oh, yeah.
Like how like smoking was like R.J. Reynolds and Phillip-Morris. You're like, those are people's names. And then they got bad and they're like, we're Nutria.
We're
now.
Altria.
Altria, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people aren't like, excuse me, could you put that out? Gross.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
People aren't like that.
Right.
I mean, Carly was. Because she had to kiss an ashtray for 2 years.
Yeah, sure.
But you could, when people are pulling away because of the way you smell from smoking,
Yeah.
it's like much more subtle than that.
Right.
It's not like people like, you know, like calling a high noon draw on a subway like they're saying. It's more like people like kind of pull away in this way of like, do you need a minute to go smoke?
Right. Yeah.
Like they're like people cater to smokers. Like it's not like they don't. They cater to it. They're like, oh well, before we go, did you want to like smoke or something before we get back in the car?
Yeah.
And we all have to smell it. Okay, well you can.
Maybe this is the underlying story here to the first one. A young man celebrating with friends was zapped in the face by a man with an aerosol spray can. Maybe that was like deodorant or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe it was a big can of Brute.
Yeah,
Deodorant spray. The guy goes, look, you need this. You're partying with your friends. They won't get near you. So here you go. I'm going to do this for you.
Old Spice spray on musk. That's what my grandfather wore every day in his bathroom. Permanently smelled like that shit. You cannot. It clings to the walls, man. Yeah. He'd been dead for years, and you go in the bathroom and be like, Jesus, it still smells like spray on musk deodorants in here.
Better than Elon Musk. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll take that any day. It's fun when big corporations get a nice advertising campaign going in the New York Times and then the Atlantic, and to try to take down something that is actually a public health concern. So that's fun. It's not happening now.
But the subtext of that's I'm going to ruin this being a comedy podcast.
Oh yeah.
But like these guys really did, like the cigarette industry, tobacco industry, like wrote the playbook.
Yep.
That everybody uses now.
This is Chevron.
Like,
Oh right. Yeah.
This is Shell.
This is the origins. Yeah, the coal industry then follows like
this is how they're
Being like any sort of like blowback on the industry or like questioning of its like public worth is like limiting our freedoms or something like that.
Yeah. Like and again, much like the World Economic Forum, it's like we got to look like we're doing something about climate change, but not actually change anything we're doing.
when people like they want to control us, and I'm like, what do you think they want you to do different than you're already doing?
Right.
You buy shit all the time. You fucking do what you're told.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What do you think? Do you know how much harder it is to like actually control you physically?
Yeah. It's
Instead, we'll be like, you want to go out on the boat one day?
Right.
Get in the mines. Get down in them mines. Hey, look, it's about freedom.
Yeah, it's about freedom. It's about limiting individual freedom to consumption. That's what you're free to do.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be a point where you can't get Amazon shit brought to your house.
Incentivizing capitalism. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're just mad about fucking nothing. But meanwhile, you've got all these, got all these big corporations who are just doing these huge campaigns to be like, no, it's fine. We're doing a lot. We got clean coal, and you're like, what is that? It's clean.
Well, every time I do see someone smoking, though, I still can't help but think that they're like an art damaged prophet. I can't help it.
Wait, are they an art? They're damaged by their art.
Yeah, they're damaged by their art, and they're a prophet, and I can't help but think it.
Oh, he's the freedom man's bandage. He's the angry man's regret. The fallen man's redemption. Oh, the slightest man's revenge. He's the inmate's currency. He's the dying man's last request. He's the loveless man's goodnight kiss. Mwah. Mr.
Y'all, we have time for just one more segment. And of course, this is our jam of the week. That's right. Stand for the national stripper anthem. It is Warrant.
Cherry pie.
Cherry pie.
The stripper anthem of like 1992. What the?
Oh, yeah.
80s, dude. This is
When's
like...
the last time you've been in a strip club? They're not playing this shit at all.
I got to say, I just...
That's an interesting question to start with. When is the last time any of us were in a strip club?
It's been years for me.
It's been years for me, too. But I don't know. I'm trying to think.
What were they playing?
I ever went twice.
They're playing Happy
Yeah.
by Pharrell.
Okay, so that's within the last 13 years.
That's almost just like dissing the clientele.
That's a good point. It's like in the last 13 years, an attempt to make it not seem so scary. It's like, yeah, we're going to play like Gap music. We're going to play like fucking, I don't know. Yeah, Happy by Pharrell or like Maroon 5 or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I was I don't know.
I went really one time, and I was forced to go into one for a minute at another bachelor party. But the one that I went into,
Yeah, me too. Forced.
dude, like, it was horrible. Like,
It's a lot less fun than you think it's going to be.
Oh, yeah, it
my
sucks.
buddy of mine is like way too into it, and he likes this one stripper, and I'm just kind of sitting there staring down, drinking a like $20 fucking beer or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I hear the girl who's grinding on him go, "Ben Sawyer, is that you?"
Oh, no.
I look up and I'm like, Jessica's. I can't remember. Like,
Yeah.
She goes, "Shh, Jasmine,"
Nah.
and
Oh,
she
wow.
proceeds to. While her whole body is grinding on this dude like a stripper, but her face is just talking to me.
Yeah.
Like a girl I haven't seen in a while. And I gotta admit,
That's professionalism.
it was fucking weird. My buddy.
You're just sitting there trying to eat your breakfast burrito that's been out since 9 in the morning.
Yeah, she's like, "What are you up to? How are you doing?" And I'm just like, "Well, I can't ask you that question back. It's obvious what you're doing, where you're living. It's all answered right here."
Yeah.
Right.
So many questions
So
answered. today.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Although I'm 44 now, I figure out it would be even sadder if I saw people from high school in there.
Right.
So.
Yeah. This song comes off of the album Cherry Pie from 1990. So this is basically the last band to get through.
Except then, yeah, you're right.
The Doors, it was very much like Independence Day. Jeff Goldblum's go, must go faster, and they just barely made it out of that
like in
mothership.
Nirvana's Nevermind's in like the fucking rear view.
Yeah.
Just right on their ass.
Oh, yeah. This song has 63 million views, 19,507 comments, and y'all, I read them all and I found the best. First up, Garrett.
You'd have to be the biggest moron in the world to comment on this song.
Garrett Womble from 7 years ago. I played this for a girl on our first date. She asked why anyone would listen to this garbage. I left her ass at the movie theater.
Went home.
Wait, he was playing this in the movie theater?
I think what happened
Busted
is
out his phone.
No,
shit
it's
out.
even better than that. He's playing it on the way to the movie theater. She's like, "This sucks," and then he goes to the movie. He's like, "I'm gonna go pee," and then he just fucking dips because he's like,
"You can watch Mac and Me by yourself."
Yeah, that's probably the best case scenario for her.
As I say, she dodged a bullet there.
Sounds like she was real disappointed. She goes, "Your music taste is terrible." I'm leaving, and she's like, "That's kind of what I was getting at."
I will sit here and watch The Last Action Hero by myself.
Yeah, I wish you would have put the year.
"Oh, I know."
Yeah.
Alexandria Clark from 2 days ago. Warrant went ham on this banger right here. Banger.
Went ham.
Yeah,
dude.
I don't even care for real if Warrant used authenticviews.com to get mad exposure, get going. All them other artists be doing it too anyway.
What year did this person think this song came out?
That's
That's
from
just an advertisement.
That's from 2 days ago. Yeah, and this
That's a
person,
bot.
Yeah,
it's a bot. Yeah, they want you to use authenticviews.com to blow up your video, but they are also insinuating that in 1990 they were like, that's how they got big. Was using
So it's a bot.
pre-internet.
yeah.
It's a bot. It's like they're coming alive.
Yeah.
Because I've got this new saying I'm trying to drop. I know that's not my job.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make this saying big, put ham on something. My job is just to get people to click the link. But
That bot should be like all over like different videos. Like it's like, man, Abraham Lincoln went ham on this
Gettysburg
speech, on this Gettysburg Address.
it's basically the bot version of the sign spinner who tries to do something unique. I'm supposed to just get people on this pizza joint, but watch me do this split.
Oh, hell yeah.
Man, these founding fathers went ham on this Declaration of Independence.
I'm gonna get scovered around here.
This kind of goes back to the 2000 episode. Maggie Willis from 2 years ago. I first heard Cherry Pie from Bring It On, the movie when the cheerleaders were holding an audience for cheer. When one of their teammates fell off the top of the pyramid during cheer practice, the blonde in the movie was doing a sexual dance. I want to dance like her for my love interest from Montana. All right, Maggie. Sounds good.
Okay.
Good plan.
I want to dance like that for my love interest from Montana.
Yeah.
I've never seen him before. Engage you about coming to see me.
I retract my previous statement. This is the stripper anthem. Thanks to this person and Rivers.
Oh, yeah. I haven't even got there's like a stripper section coming up here in a minute. Philip Gordron from 6 years ago. Love this band. Really good, serious rock sound from L.A. And they're so positive and fun. With Nirvana, all you could think about is suicide. But with Warrant, you just want to party forever.
True.
Sex girls and fast cars and bikes that rock and roll. Maybe that's cliche, but after 9 hours at the factory, Motley, Wasp, Whitesnake, them, etc., they give me positive dreams. I need to work hard, and they give smiles to my family. So cool. Which I want to point out, the lead singer drank himself to death. So, yeah.
Is he in the what's the heavy metal documentary? Who's the guy in the pool who was almost dead? That's the guy from Wasp.
Yeah, that's the guy from Wasp, I think.
Yeah.
No, this guy, I think his name is Laney or Janie, I think. But I like that this guy's like, all you think about with Nirvana is suicide, but
this is
you party forever. And I'm like, yeah, I guess he technically did party forever.
I'm looking at the lyrics right now. It's a euphemism for like
Going down
sucking dick, and also at one point he says, "I'm thinking about baseball," so he's trying not to come while it's happening.
I think it's a euphemism for going down on a
lady, right?
It is. I mixed up the batter, and she licked the beater.
Yeah.
He told it. It's positive.
Can also
It's
say
positivity.
Say he drank himself to death, but I heard he's coming back.
He's coming back as Donald Trump and JFK Jr. at the same time somehow.
And him riding a dirt bike would be appropriate.
Yeah.
Three-wheelers, just riding three-wheelers. He's coming back on a three-wheeler.
Randall Lee, 18, from 3 months ago. One of my friends was looking through my ex's Facebook page, and I'm like, there's no friends. You were looking through your ex's Facebook page. And then she says, blocked him years ago. Tell me why there's
Sure you did.
Tell me why there's an image of him with sunglasses, leather jacket, and carrying a shit ton of cash while this song is playing. He looks like a complete fuckboy. I never laughed harder in my life, and I almost peed myself. Look at you with all your money and listening to this.
On my friend's account. On my friend's account.
Yeah. My friend that I clearly have, which is why I'm typing a YouTube comment.
Yeah.
No one.
Here's some information that's not necessary for the story, but anyway, I was on my friend's account. Like 10 years ago, okay?
This guy, here we go with some stripper stuff. This guy has a very specific complaint. Pete Del Rio from 6 years ago. I know a lot of people say that this is the #1 song to strip to in strip clubs, but I've never seen a good strip to this song. Also,
a good strip.
Also,
a good routine. Come on.
It says also, most strippers do not even dance anymore. There's no story. It's all just shaking my ass, rubbing my implants, and
there
off
was a
with the
story
top.
at one time.
There's no build up to the reveal anymore. Just my opinions and thoughts.
Strippers used to come out pretending to be a seed.
They used to
sprout, and then another stripper would come over and pretend to water them. You know?
Yeah. They used to
I
do.
thought the story was like, this guy's job. She's from Kansas City.
Yeah, they used to do the thing where they'd come out with a giant fan and like hold it over their naked body and act like they were going to reveal it.
This guy like skips through it and he buys porn DVDs and just watches the story parts. What a great 15-minute
build
movie.
up, dude.
Yeah. I got a couple more here. JMA 4007 from 1 year ago. I asked my wife if we could cherry pie on Turkey Day. She was like, huh? So I showed her the video to explain. She said no.
Real ass comment right there.
Yeah, that one's
He
real.
put it all on the line, got denied, and wasn't willing to deny it, you know?
Yeah.
She goes, what is it? He goes, come over here and look at YouTube.
Which, if you have to explain something like that, you're not going to get the point
Because I don't even have a video of it happening. I've got a metaphor for it in the form of a 1990s rock album. So you get it, right?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. On Turkey Day?
Bianchi Veloci from 2 years ago. LOL, I remember my third ex-wife getting pissed off with me playing this cassette as loud as I could as we rode down Main Street in our little town. LOL, sweet memories.
A lot of comments about women hating this song.
I know.
Who'd have thunk it?
I don't get
There
it.
were so many comments. People have been like, "My wife hates the song. I play it every fucking day anyway." And then like 6 months later, my ex-wife hated this song. Oh boy! And
I don't know why she left.
and finally, and again, we're a no snitching podcast, but somebody might want to keep an eye on this guy. Ben Eller, 6340 from 6 years ago. When I worked at Kroger, those fucking idiots fired me, but don't worry, that store's going out of business.
They're doing bad last
Kroger's
I
going
heard.
down.
There was this knockout beauty. She was the first woman I ever hit on at Kroger. I haven't seen her in a while. I nicknamed her the Mona Lisa. God, she's so damn gorgeous. She asked why I call her that, and I told her, the Mona Lisa. It's the most beautiful painting in the world. I don't know her real name, the hot blonde. So stunning. I dedicated this song to her. Whatever she is, always and forever. She was a former Wayne High School football cheerleader in Huber Heights, Ohio. Well, still, whatever you're at, Mona Lisa, this song's for you.
Wherever you're at, which I know exactly where you're at because I stalk you.
Yeah.
The hot, sexy babe that I knew at Kroger on Brant Pike in Huber Heights, Ohio.
Wait, how does he not know her name? But he knows that
He knows her name.
The Mona
He's
Lisa.
legally not allowed to say it. He also is not sure why he's fired.
Yeah,
Mona Lisa, this song's for you, baby. There was that one day you dressed up for a party wearing a short cocktail skirt. I never told you this, but I almost cried. You were so beautiful that morning. You being a former football cheerleader in Huber Heights, Ohio, Wayne High School. I told you. People were watching you. Not the football. They were watching you. Well, Mona Lisa, may not remember this, but one day at Kroger, you showed up with then husband wearing this brown ruffled skirt, cowboy boots, and a cowboy hat. And gee, I wish the wind would have picked that skirt and lifted it right up. God, you're sexy as hell wherever you are, Mona Lisa.
Right. He's typing this with one hand, for sure.
The Mona Lisa. This song's for you, baby. From 9:30 to 12, this song was in my head today.
He's typing with one hand and working on negative 1,526 on the other.
This song is in my head today. In a tearful way, Miss Mona Lisa. She's so beautiful. But I got this feeling she's in Cincinnati. So I'll never see her again.
I got a feeling.
So
She's in Cincinnati. I can't go to that city.
I'm moving on, Mona Lisa, but this song, still hers.
I love when this guy's watching. He's watching YouTube, and in his mind, he's a DJ on the world's worst radio station.
This is Art LeBeau back from hell.
He goes, this goes out to you.
This is
Mona Lisa.
Wherever she may be, I know exactly where she
Got a
is.
feeling she's in Cincinnati,
I got a
so I'll
feeling.
never go down there. I'm not in Cincinnati right now. I'm not yelling this out the window at her as I'm holding up my laptop computer.
Yeah.
This is just incel 101 too, where just being like, hey, I've had so many sexual fantasies about you is going to make the woman be like, oh, really? You've been jacking off thinking about me?
You hope the wind would blow my skirt up.
And that is Warrant's Cherry Pie, our jam of the week. Dr. Ben Sawyer, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on the socials at Sawyer Comedy, or you can check out my podcast, The Road to Now, which has nothing to do with comedy except for the one time that Rivers and Carter were on it.
Yeah.
And Pat Riley one time. Lots of good from the woods, but you can check it out. The Road to Now, we're on all podcast players, and weekends on Sirius XM channel 124.
Fuck yeah! I listened to it on the way back from Nashville, right when you guys got on Sirius. That's very cool to hear you on there. Carter, where can people find you online?
Carter_Glasscock on Twitter and Instagram.
And Sam, where can people find you on the Information Superhighway?
Twitter, Slam Harder. TikTok, Slam Harder. And I got on TikTok being like, yeah, I'm going to make a lot of fun videos. And
you were good about it, though.
And then I realized watching videos is a lot more fun on TikTok. I mostly use TikTok for that. Instagram, Sam Harder666. And also, I guess that's my Threads name now.
Yeah.
If you're on Threads, hit me up.
Man, yeah, I'm on there. I haven't posted anything yet.
You fucking loser.
I know.
You're trying to be not famous forever.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm pulling a real dick move. I haven't followed anybody back yet. I'm sitting at like 300 followers, and I'm like, I haven't had time to follow anyone back. And I just looked at it, and I was like, damn, I got a lot of followers. What if I was that dickhead that just followed like one person, and it was just, Hal Sparks for some reason? It's just a random.
What a reference.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Threads at Rivers Langley. And you can come see me do stand-up comedy on Saturday, July 29th at Comedy in English down at Hostel International on 2nd Street in Santa Monica, California. That is a free show. It's going to start at 8:30, and our friend Carter Glasscock will be on the show as well. Thursday, August 10th, this is one that I'm very, very excited about. If you live in Phoenix, Arizona, I am going to be a special guest on The Dollop live at Stand Up Live in Phoenix. Tickets are on sale now at dolloppodcast.com/tour. And Friday, September 29th, I'm going to be at the Build Space in Altadena, California with comedy megastars Guy Branum, Chris Fairbanks, Ed Greer, Aaron Lampart, and more. So come check me out there. The best way to support this show, head to patreon.com/thegoodspod. Second best way to support this show, head to Apple Podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe. Show the attitude of gratitude, because if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, daddy, gonna put you on a Kawasaki Ninja, baby. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.